So I'm just going to run you through the components. So it's literally size 10 wide gate hook, micro barbed. You've got obviously your foam, your kickers, and your little black stick. You need that to get the foam in. I will show you. I'll go through that. Fox jig and floater hook line, we're on £15. I do normally like £10, but I haven't got any with me. Pair of scissors and an anti-tangle sleeve. They're literally the components you need. It's all you need. We have got a zig bin to put it on. Right, so to start with, we're going to take the zig and floater line. Now he only wants one about 2 foot, but I'm going to take plenty off just to make sure. Take about 4 foot off. Just to make sure I'll snip that there. Then we're going to get size 10 wide group hook. Then you're going to take the end of your line. You'll have to bear with me with this because I've got my polar eyes on, so I can't fucking see. You're going to take your line and you're going to go through the front of the eye of the hook to the back, like so. I think we're through there. Right, then we're going to pull a line down the back of the hook, nice and tight, and then we're just going to whip this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like to do 8, and then we're going to go back through the front of the hook to the back. So back through. The front of the eye of the hook, and that gives you your knotless knot. I'm going to pull that nice and tight. And there is your knotless knot. And then we're just going to trim that tag end off. Obviously we ain't binning that line, we're going to put it in the bag. Right, then here's the important part. You're going to get your kicker, you're going to thread your line through it, obviously the opposite end to the hook. Now you go in the end with the ring first. See the end where the ring is, there's a little hole. You're going to thread your line through that hole. Thread it right through, like so. Pull it down to your hook. And then what you're going to do, this bit's quite fiddly, you're going to manipulate the eye of the hook into that hole with the ring on the back of the hook. So just like so, and you will have something looking like that. You can see that there. Size 10 hook. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to thread your anti-tangle sleeve on, thin end first. Always thin end first. You can see thin end, fat end. Do the thin end, and then you're gonna map out about 2 foot. You know, maybe something like that, kid. That long enough for you? Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah, that's it.
And then all you're going to do, you're going to make a loop at the end. Now I always do my zigs loops quite big. Strip down your line a bit, and then you're just going to do a simple figure of 8 knots. Back through the loop. Wet it. Pull it nice and tight. Then you're going to snip your tag end. Obviously I've got a massive tag end on this. Now when I do my zigs, my tag ends, I like to leave a little bit of a tag end on, just to be safe, because the anti-tangle sleeve slides over that anyway. Line back in the bag, so I can sort that out in a bit. Now, you're going to get, if you buy a zig kit, they normally come with these, it's like a black stick with the end opens up. So what you're going to do, you can either cut a piece of foam off, or some of them come with these ready-made little pieces of foam. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them on there so you don't put it. You stick that in the top where that opens up, like so, and then you're going to get out of the way. So that ring, you're going to go through the top with the stick, and then you're going to sort of pull that ring over. What you're not going to do is what I've just done, hook yourself, because that's quite painful. Keep manipulating it over that black stick, and then as you pull the black stick through, you'll be able to, as you can see, the foam is now in that band and not going anywhere now. Always pull the band to around halfway. You want the band in the middle really of the foam. Doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as it's there or thereabouts, and you will be left with something like that. And there it is, 2-foot zig, done simple and easy, 2 minutes. A lot of people think zig rigs are complicated, and they're really that straightforward. So yeah, any questions, put them in the comments. Now there's a couple of knots in there that I know you can't see very well with the lighting. If anyone does want me to talk them through any of the knots in better lighting, let me know and I will do a video on them knots that you need me to talk you through if you're unsure. Please like, follow, subscribe to all my socials if you would. I'll link them here.